What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Explorer USA RV Supercenter in Boerne, Texas, and we're going to take a look at this really cool family-oriented Grand Design Solitude fifth wheel. This has some really cool features, especially if you have a larger family or you're looking for a little bit more separation whenever you're out RVing. And I'll explain more. Hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, before we get started, let's take a look at the numbers on this Grand Design. So this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 16,800 pounds, has a cargo capacity of 2,782 pounds. It rides on H-rated 17.5-inch tires, so that is really nice. And I'm starting to see more Grand Design products move to the 17.5-inch H-rated tire. So definitely a big fan of that. Definitely a big fan of moving to a safer tire setup. That's huge, and it's a big concern of a lot of buyers. So I'm glad the folks at Grand Design are addressing that. Stepping back, they have a standard pin box on the front of this fifth wheel. So they don't have an upgraded MORryde or an upgraded pin box you might typically see. And this might actually be some of that compromise we talk about. Put a nicer tire on, but you have to reduce costs somewhere. And that's an area that a lot of people are fine with because you might end up swapping the pin box out with something else anyways. Okay, so you can tell up front, this slide is a Schwintek slide. It's a very, very far extending slide. So it's cool to see a full extension slide there. This is likely gonna be your propane. You have one on each side, 30-pound cans. Coming back, you have this really interesting kind of French door style storage area. Let's open this up. Okay, so this is going to be your basement storage. This does ride on a drop frame, and Grand Design uses a 10-on-12 drop frame, which means the drop frame section here is a 10-inch I-beam, and it connects to a 12-inch main I-beam. Nice thick baggage doors. What do you guys think of this French door style setup? It's kind of hit or miss for me. I kind of like the larger door because it's less to fiddle with, but at the same time, you know, if you only want to open one side, you can. The challenge here is you have to close it in a specific order. You have your auto leveling system right here. I do like how they keep it inside of the storage area. And when you open this completely, you still have the ability to see everything going on up here, so you don't have to mount it up front. So I do like that. I like how they finish the floor off in the same floor that's likely to be inside. You can see the aluminum bath deck above. Nice unobstructed access here as well. Here's your wet panel. Has a Nautilus system up here. A lot of empty space right here. And then you have your low point. I do wish they closed this area off, mainly because if you use like quick disconnect valves or things like that, sometimes water can spray. And if you have things right here, it might spray water onto that area. Or if you have a hose coming up and that hose tends to leak at the end here, it might start spraying here and you don't even know until you've done a significant amount of damage. So I really like it when they close this area off. I think I've mentioned that time and time again. Nice dual slam latches right there. You have your water heater and then you have your furnace below. It is 50 amp powered. It's interesting how they put the power connection so far forward though. In many RV parks, the pedestal's towards the back, so you'd need a really long cord to reach back there. I know you have these two slides here, but perhaps if they'd put it in the center of these two slides, it would have given you a little bit more flexibility in terms of connection. Now, if your pedestal's beside you, you don't have any problem at all, so that's something to think about. This is running the ground control leveling system. So you typically see the level up system, the hydraulic system, but we're running the electronic system on this unit. You can see the 10-inch I-beam attached to the 12-inch main beam right there. Rack and pinion slide right here. Coming back. See the power connection, I would have preferred right here. I know it's between two slides. Typically would drop down. I don't think you'd ever have to worry about catching it, but it would give you a little bit more flexibility whenever you're connecting to the pedestal. Schwintek slide over here. You have your black tank flush right here. All LED lighting. I like the strip lighting, and I like this back door, which once we get inside, you'll see exactly what this is used for. It has a 2-inch receiver on the back with chain connections and a spot for your trailer lights, which is really nice, which means this is rated to tow a vehicle. But you want to be very, very careful in terms of following the directions and making sure you don't exceed what it's capable of. See up top, it is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera. Has a full walk-on roof. You're gonna have your outside kitchen access right here. Nice thick door as well. This has a really nice outside kitchen that's beautifully trimmed off. You have your little sink out here, which I absolutely love it when they put sinks in the outside kitchen. You have a griddle that slides out right here. Nice storage drawer, cabinets, nice see-through or glass front refrigerator. This is just a really beautiful outside kitchen setup. You see a lot of RVs that have them, but very few make them look as nice as this. So kudos to Grand Design for really turning out a phenomenal looking outside kitchen. You also have a rack and pinion slide over here. You have an awning on the slide. You have your outside speakers. This does have the Tire Link TPMS system from LCI. Let's take a look at the suspension wheel tire setup. So check that out. This has the Cooper Work 17.5-inch H-rated tires. Beautiful tire, beautiful wheel. Has a Cree 3000 suspension from Moride. That is just a wonderful setup. Looks super robust, and you're gonna have the payload capacity you need to handle the weight of this trailer. You have a nice little sewer hose carrier right there. The frame on this unit is spotless. Coming around this way, it's gonna have the Moride step above step system right here. Let's open up this side of your basement storage. Well, this side's actually locked right here, so I can't get into it, but you saw it from the other side. Spray port connection right here. Really like it when they put the spray port on this side of the trailer so you can spray your shoes off, things like that if you're in an area where there's a lot of sand or dirt, or you want to spray your bike down. Let's step inside of this Solitude ST3950 BH. This has this fully laminated sidewall they want you to hit. 3-year structural warranty, and everything's keyed alike, which is really nice. Nice creaky door. It is on a friction hinge. Okay, stepping inside, I'm gonna pan around real quick so you get a pretty good idea of what this space is all about. It has this incredibly deep countertop space right here. Your switches, power, more switches are all on the top section here. So whenever you see some Grand Design trailers, you might wonder, why is there no power? Typically it's gonna be under this area. This is gonna be your kitchen island. You have a 3-burner gas cooktop. Nice residential Furrion microwave. You have a TV here, relatively small TV, looks to be maybe a 37 to 40 inch TV on a swing arm. You have your fireplace beneath it. One thing I like that Grand Design does is they are willing to compromise your TV size to give you more space in other areas. Some manufacturers like to go with a really, really large TV to impress you, but then it really takes away from space. So if they would have put like a 50-inch TV here, then you'd have no space next to your stove. So I like that they kind of think that through, and they're willing to go with something a little smaller. I mean, you're in an RV. How far away from your TV, do you really need to be to see it well, even with a TV this size? So just something to think about. Huge pantry. This pantry is outrageously large. This pantry is larger than probably 3 or 4 pantries out of 3 or 4 other fifth wheels. Definitely puts our pantry to shame. All right, we have the MSRP sheet right here. This has a $93,182 MSRP. Actual price of a unit like this is probably going to be, I'm going to guess, maybe 20% less than that. With the cost of building materials the way they are right now, the price difference between MSRP and sales price is definitely getting a lot tighter. You have really nice cabinetry up here, all your controls, plus some additional space up top that is actually the back side of the cabinet, so that's interesting. Really nice Samsung French door refrigerator. And then over here, it's got this interesting kind of square tube sink faucet, dual basin stainless steel sink. Let's take a look behind this magical door and you'll see why I referenced this as being a very good family unit. So check this out. coming into this rear area, this is that huge slide on one side, and then on this side you have your outside kitchen behind this space, this big pocket right here that you could hang a TV. But check this out, this is a huge chair. This isn't a love seat, this is a sofa. And then you have a bunk above it, you have a bunk up here, and then you have a bunk right here, and you have an AC unit inside of here, which is really nice. Plus you have this really cool wardrobe area with a mirror on the front of it. You have a really nice bathroom in here. It's a full-size bathroom, and this is the same size shower that you see in a lot of their larger travel trailers. So they've given you a good size full bathroom in the back of this unit with its own entry-exit door. I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to a separate entry-exit door. I get the logic behind, you know, if you have kids that are dirty and they're coming into the unit, they have direct access to taking a shower and getting clean. But then it kind of concerns me in the sense that if you have kids sleeping in the back here and you don't lock this door, you forget to, they might be able to sneak out and, you know, get into trouble. So I'm kind of on the fence. What do you guys think about having a private entry exit door for this back space? It's great if there's adults or teenagers and you're not too worried about it, but what are your thoughts? I like it, don't get me wrong. I just think of other concerns that could potentially arise. You have a window back here, a nice sized medicine cabinet. You have plenty of space around the sink area. This is really nice. It's just a lot of space. And you have some drawers right here, additional cabinetry. This is really cool overall. The challenge with the floor plan like this is when you're in the living room, you really can't accommodate everybody. That would really be your only challenge. If they made this into kind of a bar stool style island, you could fit more people. But if you take a lot of people with you, you may not be able to fit them in the same space whenever it's dinner time. Again, that is huge. That's coffee station galore area. And this backsplash is really nice, and that actually feels like real tile. Very cool. So this unit actually has 3 ACs. One right here, it's got one over here, and then it's got one inside of the bunkhouse. So you got 3 air conditioning units in here. Very nice. Check out the master bathroom. So you have a very good sized shower, and I really love what Grand Design is doing with this really beautiful shower surround. You have a nice sprayer head up here. Would have been nice to see like a sliding arm right here. Great space for toiletries, towels, and things like that. You have some hangers up here for towels, and then you have more space down here. Tons of room next to the sink because the sink is very compact. It's a nice stainless steel basin. Of course, you're going to have a porcelain foot flush toilet here and in the back. Plenty of room in front of it. Coming into the master suite, you have a nice 6-drawer dresser here at the end. This does not flip up. King size bed. Plenty of room on this side of the bed to get on, and even this side. You have about a foot on this side. You have more than a foot on that side. Again, another AC unit inside here. So you got 3 AC units. Very tall slide heights. Has a really nice decorative headboard, though I don't really know if I like the wooden slats there, because if your pillow moves out of the way, you could hit your head on the corner of that trimming. Nice day-night roller shades. I don't know how I feel about the end tables here because they protrude out, and that's kind of that perfect height that, again, if you move your head over to it, you could end up hitting your head on that. Let's take a look at the closet, which Grand Design has always done very well. Beautiful closet. I mean, you almost wonder in a unit this large how you can have all this extra room for closet space. And I am currently looking for a washer-dryer connection, which I can't find. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Okay, so I am in the pantry area, and it's kind of making sense why this is so large. That is your cutout location for your dryer. Now, does that mean your water connection is right here? So I suppose you put a washer and a dryer right here. That is extremely interesting. Your water connection's right there, and your dryer connections are over there, but your power's right here, so you got to run it through that little hole that they put on the side. That is definitely interesting. So yeah, it wouldn't take up too much of your pantry if you have 2 separate units here, because you still have all of this. What do you guys think about that? That's creative for sure. Anyways, guys, this is a very cool fifth wheel. What is your overall impression of this unit after touring it? Let me know in the comments section. I like the 3 ACs. I love the space back there. Not a big fan of the space in here. Interesting use of space right here for your washer and dryer. I like the master bedroom. I like the bathroom. I like this part of the kitchen right here. There's a lot to like about it, but then there's some interesting elements that I'd love to know your opinion on. Anyways, guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.